Yeah, the Calico there at number 5. Manheim Central is certainly in at number 13.
They can beat you a lot of ways from the outside and the inside. They're going to be tough matchups for a lot of those schools. Mac and Shipton can just light it up from the outside. Sensenik down low, and then you've got Custer, who really is the X factor. She can play anywhere.
Eric, I'm curious to get your thoughts on Manheim Central girls and what you think they could potentially do in districts. They would be the underdog and the away team in all their games.
You look at this Manheim Central girls team and the fact that they had 8 girls on the varsity. Beginning of the season, they were only dressing 6. So these girls were going all game with masks. And for what they accomplished this year, knocking off Lancaster Catholic, this close to knocking off Elko, this is just a tremendous, tremendous season for the Lady Barons.
The effort of Lady Mounts slotting in right at number 5, so they will get a home game in the first round. There you see Warwick at the 11 spot. If somehow Warwick were to find their way to the 12 spot, we would get an Ephrata Warwick showdown in the playoffs.
For Ephrata, they are a good team, and they can flip the switch. I like Ephrata's chances. I really do. That's a solid basketball team, and they're going to be good the next couple of years as well.
And Warwick coming in right at the number 5 spot, a 13-2 record.
You know what you're going to get with Sapala. He's going to get his 20 points. It's everybody else and what they can contribute. Tate Landis, after a slow start last night, came up big in the second half. Chase Crawl was outstanding. It was just kind of like a flashback to last year when that game against Lancaster Catholic, dropping in those 7 threes. I think he dropped in 5 last night. He had 21, which was a season high. They can get point distribution from the starting 5 and anything off the bench. I think Warwick's chances are pretty good as far as getting out of that first round and advancing on to the second, because their defense just forces so many turnovers. I mean, they just clamp down on people. But once they force that turnover, you've got to make them pay at the other end.
A couple of our local teams, Calico at the 5 spot. Stop me if that sounds familiar. Manheim Central boys in at number 10, which means we probably won't see a Calico Manheim Central showdown in the playoffs, but that would be so exciting. But Calico will get to host in the first round.
Augie Gerhardt is able to really get back into game shape. I think you said he had 10 the other night. That's encouraging. So you get another game, hopefully 2, under his belt before district starts. Again, I think it's very similar to what I just said about Warwick. You're going to get your points from Nunaville, the points that you can get from Nash in the paint. Obviously, if Rios and Flinton are hitting from outside, now you throw in Gerhardt. I think the postseason could be quite bright for Calico and for Warwick.
With the Calico Eagles, I look for them to advance a pretty long way. And the one thing I'm looking at the stats here, just how they distribute the basketball with the 3-pointers, Eric. I mean, it's like 4 or 5 players that can really light it up. The top 3, you've got Nunaville and let's see, Rios and Flinton.